Me again, and this time I pulled off something especially shameless. Researchers at MIT ran an experiment with dresses in a mail order catalog. The exact same dress was offered at three prices: $34, $39, and $44. Logic says the cheapest one wins, right? 34 should crush it. Nope. The bestseller was the dress at 39, not 34. 39, the more expensive one. That's right, I made people happily buy the pricier option, just by changing one digit. And that's only one of the 7 tricks I run on you every single time you look at a price tag. Today, I'm confessing all of them. Get comfortable. By the end of this video, you'll look at any price tag and see my fingerprints all over it. Why $9.99 feels cheap. Why expensive sometimes outsells cheap. Why a crossed out price gets you so excited. And how to break every single one of these tricks in a couple of seconds. 7 crimes, one after another. Let's go. Let's start with the classic. You read a price left to right, and I form an impression of it instantly, from the first digit, before you've even had time to think. I see $9.99. I grab that 9 on the left and I whisper to you, that's 9 something, basically free. The fact that it's actually almost 10, I conveniently leave that out. Here's the thing, you've got 2 modes in your head. A fast one that grabs the first impression and runs, and a slow one that actually does the math. Guess which one shows up at the checkout when you're choosing between a dozen products? The fast one, of course. And the fast one only looks at the left digit. That's where I live. So you overestimate the gap. $2.99 and $4 feel miles apart to you. But 3 and 4.01 feel almost the same, even though both gaps are about $1. You feel like $2.99 is closer to 2 than to 3. That's my favorite illusion. And here's the most important part. Without this, the trick doesn't work. I only fool you when the leftmost digit changes. $9.99 versus 10 works. You see a 9 instead of the 1 in 10. But $22.99 versus 23 barely works. Why? The left digit, the 2, didn't change. It's not the 9 on the end that hooks you. It's the digit on the left. Remember that. We'll build your defense on it at the end. But back to that $39 dress that beat the 34. The left digit effect can't explain this one. 39 is more expensive, and its left digit is even bigger, so there's a second separate trick at play. For decades, you've seen 9 on sales and special price ads so many times that something clicked permanently in your head. A 9 on the end means a deal. It's not logic anymore. It's a reflex. Like Pavlov's dog hearing the bell. Now I don't even do the math. I just see a 9 and I scream, discount, at you, even when there's no discount anywhere in sight. The $39 dress looks like a special sale price, while $34 looks ordinary and boring. So you grab the more expensive one, feeling like a savvy bargain hunter the whole time. And this isn't a guess. In one field experiment, they mailed out 2 versions of a clothing catalog. Identical, except one had prices ending in 00 and the other in 99. The catalog with the 9s raised the company's revenue by about 8%, out of thin air, just from the last digit. Want to see how powerful this is? Here's my favorite story. A store dropped the price of margarine from 89 cents to 71. Sales went up 65%. Makes sense, it got cheaper. Then they dropped it again, from 71 to 69 cents. Just 2 cents. Guess what happened to sales? Think about that. An 18-cent discount gave plus 65%. A 2-cent discount gave plus 222. A discount 100 times smaller, 3 times the effect. Because the first time I stayed in the 80s, but the second time I jumped from a 7 to a 6. To your fast brain, 69 is 60-something, while 71 was 70-something. A whole price class lower, for 2 cents. That's what a magic digit means. It's not about the size of the discount. It's about which left digit I show you. And don't think this is just margarine at the supermarket. Look around you. By various counts, up to 2/3 of all retail price tags end in a 9. In one study of German prices, nearly 63% ended in 99. Of the 20 most common price tags, 18 ended in 9. That's not a coincidence. That's me, mass-produced. A video game, $59.99. A streaming subscription, $9.99 a month. An app, $4.99. I even crawled into the games themselves. When a game reduces an ability's cooldown from 5 seconds to 4.5, it feels cooler to you than going from 5.5 to 5. Even though it's half a second either way. Left digit, baby. And here's a real curveball. Even lawmakers use this against bad habits. It turns out a cigarette price increase that crosses the left digit, say from $4.99 to $5, pushes smokers to quit or cut back far more than an ordinary increase. The same logic that makes you buy can make you quit. I work both ways. Now hold on, because I'm about to flip everything I just told you. Sometimes I do the opposite. Sometimes I remove the 9 to make you pay more. Picture an expensive handbag. If the tag says $9,999, something feels off, right? It looks cheap, like haggling. But just $10,000, a clean, calm, confident number. Now that's luxury. This is called prestige pricing. The trick is that a 9 on the end screams discount, bargain, hurry. And for an expensive item, that's poison. A wealthy buyer doesn't want a bargain. They want quality and status. A round number says, I'm so good I don't need to lure you with pennies. And you fall for it because you use price as a quality label. Expensive means good. That's why luxury brands almost never write $999. They write $1,000. And here's the funniest part. Studies show that for premium products, the round price actually sells better than the price with a 9. I fool you with cheapness at the supermarket and with expensiveness at the boutique, using the same brain, yours. The next trick you see every single day and fall for every single time. The crossed out price. Was $18, now $14.99. What am I doing? I'm dropping you an anchor. The first number you see becomes your reference point, the anchor. I hook your brain onto 18, and now $14.99 feels like a gift from the heavens, relative to the anchor. Even though maybe the thing always cost that much, and I only wrote 18 so there'd be something to knock off. The anchor works even when it's complete nonsense. In one experiment, people were asked to write down the last 2 digits of their social security number, just a random number, and then say how much they'd pay for wine and gadgets. And the ones with higher digits were willing to pay noticeably more. For the same wine. A random number off a document changed how much money they'd hand over. That's how easily I can anchor you. And my favorite, the masterpiece. It's called the decoy effect. Let me show you with a real story. The Economist magazine offered a subscription in 3 options. First, online only, $59. Second, print only, $125. Third, online plus print, also $125. Notice anything weird? The second option, print only for $125, is pointless. Who'd take print only for the same price that gets you print and online? Nobody. So why is it there? Because it's a decoy. It doesn't exist to be bought. It exists to make the third option look like a stroke of genius. Next to a useless option at the same price, the full package looks incredibly good. They tested this on MIT students. With the decoy in place, 84 out of 100 chose the expensive full package. When they removed the decoy and left just 2 honest options, most people chose the cheap one. One useless line in the price list shifted people toward a bigger bill. I didn't force you to do anything. I just placed the right piece of garbage next to it. Although, I'll be honest with you, like last time, I'm not all powerful, and not all my tricks are bulletproof. Scientists argue, one large online experiment with thousands of decisions found no 9 effect at all. And sometimes I shoot myself in the foot. If I push cheap too hard, you start thinking the thing isn't just cheap, it's junk, the kind that falls apart, and you don't buy it at all. So yes, sometimes I overdo it. Even the famous Economist trick, someone tried to repeat it and couldn't, but often enough that nearly every price tag in the world is rigged in my favor. On average, I win. All right, here's how to disarm me. All 7 tricks at once. 5 simple moves. 1. See a price? Round it up out loud to the whole number. $9.99. Say 10. One word and the left digit can't lie anymore. 2. Read the price right to left. Cents and last digits first, then the first one. It breaks my main trick. 3. See a 9 on the end? Don't assume it's a deal. Ask, what did this cost yesterday? A 9 is not proof of a bargain. 4. See a crossed out price? Ignore it. Don't ask how much did they knock off. Ask, what does this cost and do I even need it? The anchor only works if you look at it. 5. See 3 plans where one is weirdly useless? That's a decoy. Don't compare the options to each other. Ask what you actually need and choose from your needs, not their layout. By the way, you know how much I've annoyed people with this 9? In Israel, authorities seriously tried to ban prices ending in 99. By law, they formed committees against a single digit. Can you imagine? A whole country declaring war on my favorite little number. And next time, I'll show you how I make you happy to spend more, using one magic word: free. Spoiler, free costs you the most of all. Subscribe so you can catch me doing that one too. You know 7 tricks now, but trust me, I've got plenty more.